Good evening and welcome everyone to the official coverage of Rainlight Racing's 2024. Yes, 2024, ladies and gentlemen. New year. It's the first round of season 5. First race, official race for Rainlight Racing in 2024. Here, should I say. Um, 2024, bringing big things here for Rainlight Racing, but also bringing in our regulars as I can introduce J-Man back in the booth for comms in 2024. J-Man, how are you doing, my friend?
Yeah, good, Davo. Great to be here, mate. It seems like a lifetime ago that we were here doing this for Rainlight, but once again, like you said, we're back 2024.
Yeah.
Series 5, round 1, mate.
Yep.
Here we are.
Series 5, round 1. Here we are. It's all happening again. And yeah, look, so happy to have yourself on board and be back here for 2024 at Rainline Racing. 2024, like we mentioned, bringing some new things. The usual stuff. Top season coming up here at for the GT3s at Rainlight. We're here for race 1 at Indianapolis tonight, J-Man. But introducing some new sponsors this year as well. So we must get onto that.
Big shout out to these guys too. As you know, this is what makes the wheels turn. These guys
it does
have dug deep into their pockets, and I'll leave the formalities to you there, David, to introduce our good partners.
Yes, new partners for season 5, 2024. Straight first cab off the rank. Our major sponsor, Nortec. Awesome Kiwi motion sim company. Now, this is stuff you guys are definitely going to be interested in. You will hear Nortec's name across the streams, obviously tonight and throughout the season, and we will fill you in with some more detail and some technical stuff too, J-Man, on the Nortec product, but really cool stuff. I think Tinnis Venter, if he's not running a Nortec rig tonight, I think it may be next week. But yeah, definitely a name to look out for in the future, obviously now and in the future. But yeah, really great to have Nortec on board here for the first season in 2024, J-Man. Awesome stuff. Our second sponsor, Trek 31, YouTube, fresh to YouTuber. Get down, have a look at his stuff, quality stuff. Go and check out Trek 31. And as always, we've got the regulars, the Titanium Digital Solutions, and the True to Life Racings. And obviously, we've always got to thank Crossy43 for obviously making all this stuff happen. He is the creator, J-Man. Like I mentioned, we are here at Indianapolis tonight for round 1. We have got a really solid field. We are going to have our work cut out for us. 60-minute race, no CPS. First of 11 rounds. J-Man, mate, it's going to be a big night.
It is going to be a big night here at Indy, and yeah, once again, thank you to those sponsors, and we will give you a little bit more insight into those sponsors throughout the season, the likes of what they do, what they have to offer, and yeah, but once again, like David said, we appreciate the support of the sponsors for making this stuff happen. So moving forward onto this track, as these guys are probably engaging a little bit of driver brief at the moment. 33 cars out on track here tonight for the 2.439 mile Indianapolis road circuit. So this is the 14-turn circuit, 5 left, 9 to the right, with obviously they go down the front straight clockwise, and they do have a little bit of banking, a portion of the banking in that circuit, and it is around 9 degrees of banking that they do get to utilize for the little bit they do get. So that front straight is around 2,800 feet long. So plenty of opportunity if you get the run onto that to try and dupe your
Oh,
competitors
for
into
sure.
that first turn.
For sure, for sure. They do actually spend a bit of time on that big circuit, don't they, J-Man?
They do. They do. So no, that's really cool. So really interested to see how these guys go tonight. I think the regular hitters we've already seen come out there tonight. We got the likes of Chris Curley and Maverick and Cohen, obviously. The Venter boys,
As
never
always,
too
yes.
far away,
We've
and
got the regulars are there, aren't they, J-Man?
yeah, viewers, you'll have to bear with us in these early opening rounds as we become accustomed to A, our new sponsors, and B, our new drivers out there. There are some new drivers out there, the likes of Chaplin Chan, and I think there's also Wayne Rogers. I don't remember the name there. Gaz Eddy. I think we've got Prin Tracy
Yes, and Matt Dayton as well. There's a couple of guys that came in late in
late last season.
last season in 2023 that probably didn't shine in the last couple of races. They just were trying to find their feet. But look, just looking, preliminary practice, J-Man, some of these guys really showing their measure, aren't they, mate?
Yep. Also, Costas Makrolos there is a new entrant as well. I don't remember seeing that name before. So,
No.
hopefully, I got that right there, Costas. So we're always open
To correction, yes.
to positive criticism here at MatchFit. And a big shout out to MatchFit Broadcasting, which is obviously what we're a part of to bring this to you for Rainlight Racing. We love it.
We do.
Looking forward to seeing what sort of times we're going to look at. The weather does look good out there tonight. I just saw a pretty low 135 out there. So can these boys break into the 34s in this quali session?
Oh, J-Man.
Now, with that qualifying session, Davo, what we know, we know that the guys have got 5 disposable sets of dry tyres here tonight.
Yes.
They obviously have an unlimited amount of wet should it go that way. And this qualifying, as per usual, will be broken into 2 parts. Now, we're going to find our feet around this qualifying because last season we did see them break the top half and bottom half of the practice session.
That's right.
But I believe this season we're actually classified now Pro, Am, Pro, and Am. So my understanding is the...
Okay, that's interesting. So Pro...
It's the way I read it, yeah. So
okay.
Pro and Pro-Am...
together?
Yeah, I believe so.
And then Am by themselves.
Yes, I'll look a little bit more.
We'll shuffle through the paperwork there, J-Man. But
definitely broken into 2 parts.
It's definitely broken into 2 parts, and we saw this late last year in season 4. Awesome format these guys have put together, where the top half of the field gets out there, or the bottom. I think it's usually the lower half of the field gets out and shoots a few laps in. 10 minutes goes by, and then the top half of the field gets out. And shoots theirs. It's working awesomely. A lot. There's not a lot of track space out there when you get a few cars. And tonight, J-Man, like I mentioned before, we are going to have our work cut out for them. These boys are going to have their work cut out for them because we have 33. At this stage.
Could be some late entrants coming in
here.
We
could see some late guys drop in here, but 33 on the grid at the moment. So should be, look, doesn't matter what the racing's like. You get 33 cars on track, it's going to be an awesome race. So, looking forward to it, Jamie.
Yeah, so clarification on that qualifying rule is the qualification session will last for 25 minutes and will be split into 2 10-minute sessions. During the first session, the Am and Pro-Am drivers will qualify, while Pro drivers will qualify in the second session. Am and Pro-Am drivers continue to start new laps until there are 15 minutes remaining on the timer. After completing the final valid lap, Am and Pro-Am drivers must escape back to the pits as soon as possible. Pro drivers, on the other hand, must not leave their pit box until the session time reaches 10 minutes remaining. So the pros do get the joint to themselves. So I guess that's the privilege of going fast, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And it's good to see that little bit of a 5-minute overlap and a bit of a buffer zone there, J-Man. We saw actually last year where It sort of conflicted a little bit because some of the fast boys came out early. Look, the guys who refined it and on paper there, sounds like they've done a fantastic job. So always working behind the scenes here, listening to the community, and like implementing this stuff, J-Man, and look, it looked fantastic last year. I can't see any reason why it's not going to work again this year.
Oh, look, mate, we have got our work cut out for us tonight because, to my knowledge, based on what we heard in the off season as well, and the literature that we've got available to us, is live stewarding is in place tonight as well.
As well. Look, I failed to mention that. That was on my notes there, J-Man. Thanks for picking us up on that. As we just see, Shane Fuddido actually is a late entry. 34 cars, J-Man, with 2.5 minutes to go to qualifying on the clock. So, yes, live stewarding, J-Man. Now, we will see that pop up. You will see that live pop up on your screen, on your stream, ladies and gentlemen.
Shout out to those stewards too. That's
that's no easy job, is it, J-Man?
It's not an easy job, and those guys are taking their time out to go and do that and support the Rainlight boys in their racing on a Monday night. So, mad respect, shout out to those guys, and things to look out for: incidents that causes 1 to 2 positions, losses 5 seconds, incidents 3 to 7, position losses 10. And it keeps going from there, but also noting for the stewards, identifying that lap 1 will be double penalties, lap 1, turn 1 will be triple penalties. So
as you would expect, James.
Racing, that when we're calling it, if you happen to see it on the stream, just consider that might be a delayed reaction from the stewards, but it could be pending.
Absolutely, J-Man, and it's like most communities, that they sort of frown upon, aggressive behaviour in the first few laps, and particularly in the first corner on the first lap. Normal procedure, isn't it, J-Man? No different here to anywhere else. But these guys are going to be G'd up. It's hard not to get the red mist on early, isn't it, J-Man? So we are excited. We got a minute to go, ladies and gentlemen, before qualifying.
Yeah, well, this one, this is, obviously the boys have been practicing, boys and girls too. Shout out to the girls out there in the community that are getting into sim racing. We promote that. So, these guys have been practicing, but they'll be champing at the bit for this competitive racing. And hey, shout out while I remember to everybody tuning in live to the stream. Love to see you interact. So good to see you on there, Phil, my brothers, Z Venter. We do appreciate the feedback, and really hope you enjoy the stream tonight.
Absolutely, yes. Please like, subscribe, comment. We love it. We love the interaction, obviously, but please like and subscribe to the channel. Turn your notifications on. You need to watch this stuff. It's awesome stuff. As the clock winds down, J-Man, and we will start to see the first cars rolling out here, my friend. Let's get some cameras working. Let's get this show rolling as they start to roll out qualifying. Hang on, let's just go back a step. Let's get this worked.
Looks like we're good there. Or you just, bringing that up. So this is, as per mentioned, this will be your Pro-Am and Ams, I believe, running out here now. We shall just have a look here.
So just watching the boys all out at the moment.
So we've got a fairly large split here. I must get some data before next week just to see what our split is there. But Pro-Ams versus Ams versus Pros. So obviously...
Okay, I'll just make a quick note immediately that Firthy has slipped out in the first tier of qualifying. So nice work for Firthy if you can get it there, brother. Gunther Rowe also out on the track. J-Man.
Yeah, both driving in the Pro-Am class.
Yep. Jonathan, the young fella, again in the Ferrari in one of the digital Solutions Cars. Harrison Bella back again this year, J-Man, in the Lexus, looking sweet there.
Yeah, big changes from Kurnos in the off-season with big updates and BOP obviously changing, and then obviously I think, not sure, haven't looked into the finer details, but yeah, LFM been right up on their game with the BOP and making sure that everything is all fair in love and war.
Absolutely. Alex Zandberg back again this Louis Vandeventer as well, J-Man back here. And Will Dixon featured last season as well in a Lamborghini from memory. He looks like he's in the Porsche. Worcester, Mr. Turbo himself. These guys are all slowing on track, J-Man. Are you getting on screen? Yes.
We've got look like we've got guys just cycling, looking for space, because we have got guys running hot as well. And
there's a big field here, isn't there?
There's a big field. Good to see the Nissan GTR back into the frame of racing in 2024. We love that.
So Jacob Wadsworth, also Craig McConnell back and out on track. James Aston Hughes, I think you mentioned already tonight, back again. Josh Nightingale, that name rings a bell, still at it. And then back down through the field, Wally Baker, Botta, is it? Botta, yeah.
He's out there in one of the titanium digital solution cars, I believe. Yep.
So nice work. As
well represented this season again, as per usual.
As per usual, yep. Yes, definitely. So, as J-Man and myself get our heads around the new skins and get familiarised with some of the new names, we see Gunther Road. I think it's Louis Vandeventer across the line for the first time, actually. J-Man, Harrison Bella as well, putting up provisional times.
Yeah, well presented Lexus there, actually, from Harrison. I'm quite the fan of that. It's
looking pretty smart there, J-Man.
It might be a bit of a throwback to yesteryear with that paint scheme on that Toyota there, the old TRD. I do remember a few old starlets of the light being painted like that. So great job on the paintwork from all these boys and girls this season.
Absolutely. Firthy across in third, but we have Crossy just running across the line too. Where has he ended up there? Oh, Wadsworth in first at the moment, J-Man.
Yeah, Wadsworth there. I'm not sure whether Crossy's was a cut lap.
Oh, it might have been, actually. So, still circulating, but yeah, Firthy just provisional fourth there, just getting knocked down there. I think it was Wadsworth that actually just dropped those boys down. Aston Hughes now coming into the mix as well, J-Man. So, as ever, a very busy qualifying session.
Yeah, and you know, not to mention, you know, these guys aren't racing category racing now this season. You know, we've got our Pro-Am and Am class, and so these guys will be specifically looking at racing the guys and girls in their class. However, we all know historically that you know, if you bank a good enough time, you're going to mix it up with some of the pros, and you know, that's bragging right stuff. Obviously, it doesn't mean too much on the abacus, but it does mean a lot amongst friends. So
look, it does definitely, J-Man. It is always that little bit of a crossover every now and then, yeah, some guys just shine on particular tracks, as we just pick up on Will Dixon. But yes, these guys all playing for you know, podium positions in their own right, in their own class, aren't they, J-Man?
They are. So just picking up.
So Dixon to second there, J-Man, with a cracking 1:37.3. Pipping Firth, actually, because Firthy just come across the line right behind him. He's a couple of seconds, a couple of tenths down. So, yeah, it's getting serious. Crossy, we were just talking about Crossy, across in the Herbie, the love bug.
Yeah, puts it into P4 provisionally.
So nice work in the 43. Herbie inspired, well, we call them V-dubs, don't we, J-Man? They are Porsches. They're a beautiful thing. We love them. But
We do.
yes, and we got a bit of a showing for the Porsches too. They've come up on the radar a little bit more after the recent updates too, J-Man. So nice stuff. Good to see the Porsches out there.
Yeah, and Voter out there in one also doing a reasonable job this lap around. I think could see some improvement here if he can just string together this final chicane.
Yep.
Here, as per mentioned, 14 turns here, so quite the busy lap on the infield.
Yeah, so they do actually play around out on the banking there for, you know, a fairly good chunk of the lap, at least a third of it, and but there is a big infield that there's Voter just going across the line there. Just it pops up a couple of positions there. J-Man put a P8 into P8, so yeah, nice work.
In the Crossy on the move, car. And Ashton Hughes both got some good-looking deltas. However, the man at the top, Jacob Wadsworth,
again
in that Lamborghini, has just been pipped. Actually, he is up on his delta though.
Aston wasn't coming up on my delta there, J-Man, and he's just snuck in there. Oh, Wadsworth again.
Crossy
in the Lambo. In there. So Jacob and Steve Crossland really
watching the timer here. So
now we're going. Where are we now? There you go.
So it's about just under 2 minutes for these boys left, and they've got to be basically coming off the track, and then there's that crossover period. Yep.
So they got that little 5-minute crossover period just to allow them to complete their laps.
Yep.
Before the top tier come out, J-Man.
Who was that I just seen? Someone with a very, very good delta. Where's he? On a 38.4 is Mark Turbot, and he is 6/10 up. Where is he on track? Okay, he's about halfway through the lap, not quite. If he can carry that margin through, that will see him improve. Probably to inside the 10. If he carries 6 to 7 tenths, he will probably make it up as far as about P8 or 9. If he can carry that through. The times at the top, other than T-Fam, who we haven't mentioned this season already, come out with that very, very unique paint job out there on that McLaren. Is it, what would you call it, the Fanatec emoji car?
We gotta love T-Fam. Definitely doesn't take take things too seriously, and it clearly shows with that skin there. Just coming around the final little complex of corners here actually before he runs down across the start-finish line, J-Man, in the yellow spotted emoji car. Looks fantastic. Awesome work, T-Fam. He's up. He's got a few tenths up his sleeve there, J-Man. That could just poke him up into the top 4. And there it is.
Yeah, to my recollection, the final car to cross the line in this session is the 111 car, which is T-Fam.
That looks like it, J-Man.
Mere seconds to go, so he will be allowed this lap. Yep. However, the 99 car onwards, which is... who is the 99 car? Would be... Louis van der Venter. Basically, this is it for Louis. Everyone after Louis has basically got to shut it down by my calculations.
Yep. Fair enough. So these guys, like we said, have listened to the community. They've refined this two-tier qualifying session. Done it awesomely. These guys, look at this. 3 makes a car. Just looking in front of T-Fam in the McLaren, and then it was the Porsche and the Nissan. So everybody's a crack. Everybody thinks they got this. Jacob Wadsworth coming across again. Here we go, J-Man. Can he better his time?
He's a couple of tenths down.
So Crossy off. And so as the second tier of cars starts to roll out, J-Man, there's still a few minutes to go. There's still a couple of guys out on track, actually. I think T-Fam was one of them. Yes.
Yeah, so good call there from my brothers in the chat there. He thinks maybe the Fanmoji car. Not the Fanatec emoji, the Fanmoji.
Oh, okay, that's T-Fam's car. Fan emoji, yes. I'm hearing it. I'm hearing it.
I like what you're laying down there.
Yeah.
Sweet as. So yeah, so these good people have just finished their lap, so that'll be all she wrote.
Yeah, definitely, J-Man.
And
As they start to roll back into the pit lane, there is this little crossover period just to let these guys that were late in, but we suspected T-Fam was probably the last in across the line there in that designated time, J-Man, so you'd expect these boys to start rolling in pretty soon. There's still a few minutes actually left on.
yeah, I think Kenneth Worcester's just probably been given the call there. Park it up. The time is done.
Time is done. So that just gives these guys a little bit of wriggle room to, make sure everybody's off track before the A game comes out for their qualifying. J-Man, we're just having a quick look at Mav's car there, looking fantastic, and also in the just to be noted in a Lamborghini for this season. J-Man, we must thank again Nortec. And it's awesome product, and thank you for sponsoring the Rainlight Racing 2024 GT3 Season 5 Trek 31. Check his stuff out on YouTube. Stuff you gotta have a look at it, mate. Awesome stuff, new to YouTube, but quality product. And again, the regulars, Titanium Digital Solutions, True to Life Racing, and Crossy 43, J-Man. These boys are going to roll out any minute now. As they probably just take a bit of a breathe. I'm sure the Tier 1 guys are having a bit of a debrief. They're in Discord at the moment, just going, I could have got a better lap. But time is done for those guys. About a minute and a half to go before these Tier 2 guys go, or Tier 1 guys, should I say, go out. But yes, thanks again to all the sponsors, and thanks also, we've got a couple of, if I just have a look down here, Patriot providers or members, and we must thank them. We've got Steve Crossland, Josh Nightingale, Uncle Joe, Louis Vanderventer, Brandon Foster, and Nick Firth.
Appreciate you, boys.
Also to the sprinter, so these guys just taking their money out of their own pockets to help keep this quality content coming to you guys. So please like and subscribe. It's just not all about the latest sponsors. Sometimes, J-Man, what about these grassroots boys? So
yeah, it all helps definitely.
Definitely does.
But hey, look what a great opening part of the qualifying here with Jacob Wadsworth in there on a 136.885 over Ashton Hughes' 36.945 over Will Dixon's 36.975. So very, very tight. Crossy pretty close in there as well with a 37.0. We talked to Crossy off a camera before the commencement of this session here tonight, and not feeling the last couple of percent of just raw pace. So he was talking about consistency. So look for Crossy to be there every week for the 11 rounds, because he'll do a great job of that.
Oh, for sure. Look, birthday boy too, Crossy. So happy birthday, happy first round for Rainlight Racing.
100%.
Big kudos to Crossy to literally, mate, he is the creator of all this stuff. He's brought all this to us. Ultimately himself. So look, I just noticed the boys rolling out now, and a few of the guys just moving over to let Mav take the lead on the way out of the pit lane there, J-Man. So is that just like mate, why do I bother? Let's just let Mav go first, and we'll see if we can keep up.
Yeah, well, I reckon Chris Curley will have something to say about that. I was watching those boys trading times in the official practice tonight. So no, look, had a little bit of we did a little bit of homework and digging throughout the off season, and we're led to believe that some of these very, very capable drivers have found a new turn of speed up and down the field. The likes of Maddie Madison, you know, she's
Oh, Matty
already,
T. Yes,
yeah,
definitely.
Maddie T's no stranger to us, but apparently got some serious pace on board.
Yes.
Apparently, I think
Matt Dayton as well.
near
So.
Dayton. We did hear a few names of people that were going very, very quick in the off season. So be
Yep.
interested to see how this shakes out. These are your quick drivers, your super quick drivers out there now. So
Yeah,
this will be a big fight this one.
this will be a big. Look, and other names, J-Man. Like we got guys that came in right at the end of the last season that you and I have actually commentated before at other communities, the likes of Shane Frodo and Vic Chan, that probably didn't really get to shine, had tough races, generally quick guys. They're back again for season 5. So, you know, like, and right from day one, round 1. So it'd be interesting to watch those boys as they progress through the season. Look, you don't win a season in round 1. It's a long game, isn't it, J-Man? It's all about consistency. It's all about, you know, hitting your marks and getting those podiums or being there or thereabouts, isn't it? So
it is. But then on the other foot, you've also got a number of these professional drivers that are going to go out there, try and stomp their mark out there tonight and make a statement.
You know it.
You know, if we go back not so many months, I can remember Charlie Palmtree going out there in round 1 and absolutely dominating,
owning it.
Yeah. So you know, there's you know, it's time to send a shockwave, and but man, I couldn't begin to wonder how many of these guys. I could start rattling names out already from what we know about guys that have got true belief that that they're going to go out there and put this thing on the top step tonight.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, look, we talk about it all the time when we watch the races, just individually, but you know, about, you know, like controlling the race, or, you know, like you know, stamping your authority on the race, like you mentioned, and some of these fast guys that want to start their season like that, it's not about stamping your authority on the race, but the whole season, you know, and taking a grab of it right early, round 1. Let's do this shit. Let's get this stuff started. You know,
absolutely. Well, look, hey, I'm going to introduce something a little bit different. He's completely unaware of what's going on here, but nonetheless, I'm going to grab him down here right now, and he was brave enough to jump in on the comments on the live stream and tell us how slippery it is. So, Firthy's Low and Slow Barbecue sponsored Ferrari. How are you, Firthy? You got us on comms, mate?
Good, lads. How you doing?
You didn't see that one coming, did you, pal?
I actually was like, did someone just sneak up behind me in my house? And I just quickly turned around, but I realised it was you guys.
It was J-Man and
Davo. Hey, look, welcome aboard to another season, 2024, Series 5, Round 1. So you're saying it was a bit slippery out there, Firthy?
Yeah, track's green. I was very surprised. I waited till my 3rd, 4th lap to push really hard.
Yep.
And I thought I was doing something wrong, because generally it was getting about 36.5, mid 36s. Still not as quick as these boys, and it's interesting to see because some of these top lads were definitely in the 135s. You know, in the build up. So, but yeah, one of those things. I quickly realised that it's a bit green. But man, yeah, just struggling big time with the Ferrari here. So looking forward to getting this race done and dusted. You guys did mention it's race 1 and the long season. So for me and the Ferrari and Indianapolis not being a good pairing, I'm hoping that this race goes as well as it can, and then I can
just get it under your belt and get out.
Get it done, yeah.
Oh, that's the story. No, we love to hear that. Oh, awesome. No, great job already there, Firthy. Hopefully you got some of that secret sauce for the low and slow there, mate, and get out there and put on a hell of a show. We will be watching. Good looking paint scheme this season too, mate. So yeah, best of luck out there, and we'll see how you progress through the night.
Thanks, lads. Have a good night, hey?
Yeah, thanks, Nick.
Thanks, Mr. Firth. See you, buddy. So there you go. Just thought we'd grab Firthy down there first hand. The track is actually still green, Davo.
It is still green, so not only did the AM and Pro-Am boys struggle, these guys will be equally uncomfortable, J-Man, with the conditions.
Look at this.
Look at Matty T.
Hey, look at the famous white Lambo of Pete Dawson. We've become to know that this car. So no budget for paint between seasons, but we're not complaining because we know who we're looking at.
No, I think they put all their money into R&D because it's racing Dawson here. Look at this guy.
On the gas. Matty T, as we just mentioned, these people with, Matty, she's found some serious pace in there on a 36
she has. And look, and all credit to her. Matty T sitting, around, the bottom of the top 10, or there or thereabouts in season 4. Now, she's currently sitting in front of Chris Cooley. As Cooley goes to the top.
But Julia Mav just trading a couple of low 36.2s there.
But just showing that level of speed she's got in the off season, J-Man. So definitely, it looks like she's. I think she's climbed a few of the rungs on the ladder there, J-Man. I just expected to see her in the top 5 rather than in the top 10.
Look, the season slipped away from her a little bit last
year. Yep.
Yeah, like possibly a little bit of setup or some commitments or something. It slipped away a little bit from what we saw in the opening sort of parts, and but you chalk all that up to experience. She started out really well here, so it'll be all about maintaining it and running up there with these very, very quick guys and girls. So as you mentioned, Cooley to the top at the moment. But look at those times, 36.250, 36.280, 290, 36.300. There's nothing separating the top 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, mate, you could say the top 10 are so very, very close.
Absolutely. A couple
good to
other
see
names.
Nathan Henderson back in there.
Henderson back in there. Oh, look, I was just about to get the cameras on Henderson, but I noticed also Faraday behind him. He's trading times there a little bit with Hendo. So, and we've seen, I think that's Faraday actually in the Nissan.
Yeah, got the daddy out.
And the old Dado is bloody quick for season 5. Oh, there he goes into 8th position, puts himself in the top 10 there. So nice work. Henderson into their top 6. J-Man.
Yeah, Tennis
awesome
just moving up the ladder there. Tennis just that last lap gone by.
Yep. Tennis has had enough. He's popped it in the pits. There's only a minute to go, but he's had enough. Maverick's still out there. And up on his
Vic Chan's got about 4 tenths up his sleeve. He's about to cross the line.
Matty T in one, J-Man.
Matty T with a 36.0. Take that.
Take that. Now, we did hear Firthy talk about 35s, J-Man. I hadn't seen them, but damn, that may as well be one right there. It's only a couple of, 1.5 seconds off. So, nice work from Madison. Mav has not finished yet as he rolls out on to the banking into this little last complex of corners. J-Man, what do you think? He's lost his game there.
He's probably a tenth away at the minute, mate. And Webley and Cooley are both looking on the button. But to be honest, Cooley's got 3 tenths at the moment, 2.5 to 3 tenths.
Yeah, and we know what he's like when he's in that sort of mindset.
This is it. Cooley's coming to the line. Is it going to be enough? It is going to be super close. He's running right up in the wall. It's not quite enough.
Mav's had it.
Webley just pips
Cooley.
He's mirrored Matty's time to the 10th.
To the thousandths.
Yeah, to the thousandths. But Matty will take honours because she laid the lap down first.
Wow.
I have not seen that here before for pole position. That is how tight it is. Look at that, folks. You are talking point nothing.
Who needs to have a race here, J-Man? Because the qualifying is next level.
That is nuts. I don't know what sort of time we've got, but surely we've got enough time.
Just get one
to grab Maddie and just. Oh no, we can't because she's on mute. She's already told us she's on mute. But anyway, what I'm going to do quickly is I'm going to grab her and just congratulate her. Maddie, I know we had a private message earlier and you said you couldn't talk because you haven't got
race.
Oh, you have got it. Yay!
I haven't got it, but I can unmute because I'm not racing. That's all.
Right. Well, I'm not going to hold you up for too long on this thing, but congratulations, Maddie, on just an absolute stellar lap.
Even times too.
Yep.
Even times. You did it first, so you take pole position on as round 1, Series 5 here, 2024 at Rainlight Racing. Congratulations, Maddie. That is outstanding.
Golf claps all around, Maddie. We will not hold you up for too long, but yeah, awesome effort. Awesome effort.
Awesome.
Guys.
I hope the race goes well, Maddie. You've got a clear view from there, mate. We'll be watching.
All right. Thank you.
Good luck.
See ya.
Oh, there you go. Maddie T gets it done, round 1.
You just, sometimes, you can read as much into it. And we watched pre-race practice. We watched all this stuff all week, J-Man. And sometimes you just cannot read this stuff into it. You know, like, sometimes they just pull it out of nowhere, don't they, mate? And
well, these guys and girls write the script, mate. We just follow it. And that is a phenomenal qualifying. And if we just run down the list there, Matty T, Brandon Webley, Chris Cooley, Maverick, Tinnis, Pete Dawson, Nathan Henderson, Yucko, Shane Fododo, Gaz Eddy, Vic Chan, Chaplin Chan, Matt Dayton, Jacob Wadsworth, Ashton Hughes, Will Dixon, Steve Crossland, Craig McConnell, T-Fam, and Gunter Rowe. That rounds out the 20, but it goes on further than that. And I tell you what, those names, I'm going to pick on the first 10 names there on the list. Those are big hitters that we've commentated before.
Oh yeah.
Any one of those guys and girls can win a race here at Rainlight. We've seen that before. We've had them in the hot box before. I tell you what, Maddie's done a great job, as has Brandon Webley, to match that time. But man, they've got some fierce company behind them.
Oh, without a doubt. Look, no pressure, guys. just get out there and get amongst it, and have some fun. But look, I'd be lying if I didn't say I was a little bit nervous actually for the couple of guys. Sorry, Maddie. Should I say the guys and girls up on the front row there, J-Man? Like you said, some formidable competition behind them. These guys, play hard. This is a very, very competitive field, and a very big field, Jay. Just as we wait for these boys to roll out for their formation lap, J-Man. 35 cars on track, J-Man. Sorry to interrupt there.
No, you're right. You're right. There is. Yep.
For the Rainlight Racing round 1 here in 2024, brought to you by Nortec.
We're world-class products. Take world-class workmanship, mate. Make yours the very best with Nortec.
Mate, and you are going to learn a lot more about Nortec over this season and even tonight. Trek 31 YouTube guide. Just go and check your stuff out. Awesome stuff. Titanium Digital Solutions, obviously, and True to Life Racing and Crossy 43, making it all happen as the boys roll out, Jay. Woo, I'm nervous.
7 p.m. start, so lights are ablaze.
I see that.
Just trying to get a read on the track conditions. We have only got 18 degrees out there, so the track is fast. So it's certainly not optimum yet, but yeah, 18 degrees. I hope the guys and girls all knew that they were about to embark on a 7 p.m. race, because tyre pressures would have needed some adjusting.
They'll be critical, J-Man, as we just pick up on the Nortec Porsche of Tinnis Veta, J-Man, and the Porsche 1 car that you would definitely want your tyre pressures correct on. But,
so we've just had an adjustment there on the grid by my calculations, and unless my graphic is doing something funny,
to the top.
It's got Webley to go onto the top, so I'm not sure what's going on there.
No, I don't know what's going on there. We still see Maddie leading the formation lap at J-Man, but some little maybe technical gremlins creeping in there, J-Man on the top. You just go past the Webleys and the Madison T's and the Coolies and the Mavericks. Those guys are in a league of their own. We've got the Ventas, should I say Tennis is in that league as well. But then we've got Dawson, Henderson, Venta, Zarco, Flavour, Shane Fudderdo and Vic Chan, the two teammates sitting there in the OES cars.
Ninth and 10th.
Yes, Gaz, Eddie, and Chaplain Chan, a couple of new guys we're not real familiar with. Wadsworth, Matt Dayton, Ashton Hughes, Will Dixon, Steve Crossland back in 17. I didn't expect that, J-Man. As the cars roll round into this final complex of corners now before race start, J-Man.
Monster field.
This is going to be epic. All brought to you by Nortec, Trek 31, Titanium Digital Solutions, True to Life Racing, and Crossy 43. J-Man, 45 cars on track. Have you had a beer? You are going to need some neck oil for this one, mate.
Absolutely, mate. I'm well stocked, ready for this one as we look
roll
at
up.
these guys coming down for a formation start here, heading down towards this, like I mentioned, good 800 something feet.
And we got a green light. Maddie T gets the slightest of jumps on Webley. She has got the inside line. We've got Cooley looking wide.
For the inside.
Mav leaving alone. Tinnis as they all bunch. A little bit of contact from Tinnis in there behind from, I think it was Jarko. The helicams.
Relatively good though. Everything looks good.
Yes, helicams are tight here. Oh, lots of changing of positions up the front there. And our Delta will go a little wild here. Matty T dropped a couple of positions. Lost to Webley, and it looks like
Maverick up the inside as well.
Maverick having a bit of a look. She's still trying to cover that. Tinnis sitting there, laying in wait there. We've also got Jarko sitting in behind there in the other Digital Solutions car.
Oh, Maddie, big under brakes.
Big under brakes and way too deep, J-Man. She's off. You see Tinnis take that position. Just tucked up there. Right up there with Gaz Eddie. Gaz Eddie made great gains, J-Man.
He did.
In front of Jarko Venter there.
Yeah, got a nice move around the outside there.
So plenty go. Just focusing on the top end of the field here at the moment, ladies and gentlemen. As these guys, plenty of action going on. Tinnis Venter in the Nortec car. Looking good in fifth there. That's his, I think, brother, Jarko, just tucked in behind in the Titanium Digital Solutions car, J-Man. A couple of Porsches there. I'm sure there's actually 3 Porsches in a row there, so I'm sure there's a bit of setup share and go. The Porsche's looking good tonight, J-Man. Let's see if we can get Herbie in the birthday boy love bug going at the back there.
Yeah, so that's where Maddie's fallen back to. It's just in front of Crossy there. So.
Oh, that's a big loss, J-Man. Will Dixon back in 13th. Who's in 10th? Jacob Wadsworth,
which was your fastest qualifier for the Pro-Am class.
Yep. Okay, so nice work.
Currently still holding P1 for the Pro-Ams at the moment.
So nicely in 10th position. And look, and it's hard to find your position on track, isn't it? And your pace. Just go, this is where I qualified, this is where I should be, this is my pace. And look, he's clearly just sitting right in position there, J-Man. So he should feel comfortable there. Massive.
Yeah, well,
we can scroll down. I can scroll down.
It's huge, mate. Like you go all the way down. Like I'm just looking back down to Louis Vandeventer, who's currently leading the AM class there in 23rd.
Yep.
So you're leading your class and you're in 23rd. Oh, I just see a car that's facing the wrong way.
I think that was Dawson, and we're just focused on Gunther Rowe there, just getting tangled up with one of the Aston Martins there, J-Man. Was that Dawson? Was that Dawson's car?
I think it may have been.
Around the white Lamborghini, not hard to miss. No spanners, no sparkles there. J-Man's Gunther again down the inside from Louis Vandeventer there. Just going in probably a little bit deep there. Aston Hughes just tucked in behind there. So plenty going on in the midfield here, J-Man.
Oh, we've got a move for the lead up there. Chris Cooley gets the inside line into 1.
Has he got it here, J-Man? He's made it live out there.
Yeah, he made it live there. I think.
So Webley's thought better and just left in the space, and now he's got Maverick to deal with, J-Man.
Yeah, well, Mav won't want to let Cooley get away with this one too early.
No,
this
well,
is a
good
60-minute sprint, so this is literally, you know, these boys and girls will just go
They
out
go
there
hard.
and smash
Yeah.
these tyres for 60.
Yeah, yeah. And like you said, Maverick will not, if he's got the pace of Cooley and Webley doesn't, then he'll want to get past Webley quick smart. So Gaz Eddy, like I mentioned earlier, yeah, look, man, we're only 2 laps in. Gaz Eddy with an awesome start, J-Man. I'm sure he's come up 2 or 3 positions, maybe more, in the Porsche there, holding out 4th position and in front of Tinus Venter in the Nortec car. So, look, epic start. A little bit of biff and bards. The elbows are out, as usual, as you'd expect. A little bit of paint getting traded, but everybody's pointing in the right direction, I think, other than Pete Dawson. So, she's all systems go, J-Man. Lights ablaze.
Yeah, so just the word on Shane Fodado, he was up there in 10th position off the start of this race, or 9th and 10th with his teammate of Vic Chan. He is now currently in position 35.
Oh, ouch. So
it
something we
pretty
missed there.
bad. Yeah, just a reminder, we will give you an update when we see it on screen if the live stewards decide to intervene with any of the incidents that have happened on track. We will let you know as soon as we see it, if we see it. So, however, yeah, like you mentioned, Gaz Eddy is on the move in that well-presented Porsche, the 37 car there. So,
yes.
And who's that? Oh, that's still Tinus Venter in tow. So
Tinus not holding back there, just holding pace with Gaz. Actually, get nice paint job on Gaz's car. That's traditional first person's Aboriginal paint flag on the top of that car. Looks fantastic. Nice work there. So doing an awesome job. Like I said, I'm sure he's come up at least 2, maybe 3 positions from his starting position, J-Man. So doing a stellar job so far. But the field is tight, and these guys are quick. Who's in front of him? Maverick. Is Maverick getting away? Not so much. So Gaz has some pace, J-Man.
He does, and I've just picked up on this battle here between the 31 car, Nathan Henderson, Jacob Wadsworth, the first of the Pro-Ams, and Chaplin Chan. Those guys just been trading some deltas through the middle there of the lap that were, very, very handy. And
they're tight there, aren't they?
Yeah, Matt Dayton's joined the party there, and Will Dixon's not that far off the back of it, but I did have Nathan Henderson and Jacob Wadsworth come up on the radar there.
Also showing, look, there's a lot of stuff showing up on our data here at the moment. These guys are racing particularly close. Nick Firth and
Harrison Ballard looking for a move down into turn 1.
Yeah, Costas.
Costas
there. So and Bella making it happen, and all over the back of the low and slow. Firthy's barbecue car.
Well, I'm going to say fried chicken so many times this season, I'm sure of it.
Firthy's going to get fried chicken all year.
Yeah.
But,
surely you can do a low and slow fried chicken.
Well, you can. Apparently you can. Anyway, but look, that barbecue's not going to cool down anytime soon, because now, like we just mentioned, Harrison Bella past Costas, and he looks like he's got that bloody rubber band wound up in that Lexus pretty damn tight tonight, J-Man. So you're doing well. A couple other things coming up on my data. Like I said, it's just a flurry of red flags on our data at the moment, as we see Louis Van der Vander, Vodabotta and Kenneth Worcester. There is battles going out throughout the field. I'll go back down a little. Pete Dawson there just amongst it with, I think that's Adrian Kramer.
We've got Jonathan Venter in the fence down at turn
past.
Turn 4, 5 it was. He's escaped back to the pits, so...
Okay, Jonathan Venter and back to the pit. Shane Fodado, like you mentioned, J-Man, it is getting dark very quickly. Like you said, late start for these guys. Shane will be really just having a good think about where the mistakes happened and really trying to focus. And sort of, we've got an hour. How long have we got? Over 50 minutes to go. J-Man, where are we looking? Brandon Webley, Maverick? Or are we looking Gaz, Eddy, Tinus, Venter?
No, I just saw the 721 car dropping down the list of Vota, and he's stationary there. Maybe some hardware issues there.
Oh,
He's escaped back to pits as well. So, battle of attrition at the moment for some of these boys. Not so much for Chris Curley, who has now got a 2.6 second lead over Brandon Webley, who is still fighting off a hard-charging Maverick. So, yeah, Curley in the Aston holds off the two Lambos behind.
Yeah.
And then, and then Gazzetti, just trying to work what sort of margin. He's 2.4 seconds off the back of Mav, so.
Yeah, look, Webley will, if I was Webley, I'd be worried. Because Mav is looking on point as usual again for season 5, first round here, Indianapolis, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep,
and we've got racing. So yeah,
Chaplin Chan also while we've been looking up the front.
So Chaplin Chan and Vic Chan, I don't think these guys are related, viewers, but look, they're both quick in their own right. Chaplin with Vic's measure at the moment. Now we know Vic and we know how quick this guy is, so I'm sure he's humbled by his position at the moment. Running the Bentley again, and no slouch in the Bentley, J-Man. I know the recent updates have probably hobbled the Bentley a little bit, but yeah, Vic no slouch, J-Man. Matt Dayton, we have mentioned a few times on the stream already tonight, just tucked in behind there.
And then look behind there is a Maddie T on her way back as well behind Will Dixon. So once Maddie, if she can clear the 997 car of Will Dixon, that puts her on the back of the pro class. And we do see a 15-second penalty for Louis van der Venter.
And back in the top 10 too, just mind you, J-Man. So yes, 15-second penalty for car 99, J-Man.
Oh, it's now 30 seconds. It's been probably reviewed. 35 seconds.
Okay.
It's climbing.
It's climbing. Okay, so who's that Van der Venter? J-Man. So you guys are actually seeing this as live as we are.
Yep.
We have no heads up with this stuff. So live stewarding. These guys have a seriously tough job. It's bad enough trying to play race control after the fact, let alone on the fly. 391 as well, J-Man. Who is that? Also,
Craig McDonnell.
Getting 5-second penalties. It is all happening live and in your face, in your feed here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Like and subscribe, people. Put it on your notifications so when we go live, you get it on your phone, on your tablet, on your big screen, on your computer, whatever. Let's thank Nortec, Trek 31, Titanium Digital Solutions, True to Life Racing, and Crossy 43. J-Man, this is shaped up to be exactly what we thought it would be. Look at Tennis Venter having a crack at Gazzetti.
Oh, he is too. He's right there. Both rocking that same manufacturer in the Porsches, so it'll be down to driver as we see them come down there into the chicane. And man, the pipes on the back of that Porsche are both glowing. So
yeah, no mucking around there. Look, let's slip down through the field. We've got a close battle here with Matt Dayton and Matty T. Now, Matty T, we only mentioned this a lap ago. Already passed Will Dixon, J-Man, like you mentioned, in the Porsche. Just sizing up Matt Dayton. Look, with her pace, she knows, unfortunate start for her. Lots of pressure. The first round and front row of the grid, and just trying to get back into a reasonable position for Matty T. Who else have we got on my radar? Harrison Bella just tucked in the front. Costas, I don't think he's got a lot of pressure from Costa, so not a real big problem there. A few other guys, Worcester and Wally Baker, J-Man, Kenneth in the Skyline, the old Datto, like we like to call it, the 180B, we'll call it, and Wally Baker there. So, is that Louis van der Venter actually getting his penalties, probably just dropping down. God, Greg Brock. So. Greg Brock is a new name for me, J-Man as well. Greg Brock and I think Pete Dawson. Now, Pete Dawson had a shocker start. We saw, I think it was the only car we saw actually backwards or pointing the wrong way in the first opening laps of the race. So Dorso really trying to claw his way back through and trying to get past that R8 Audi, which looks like he's got the same sponsors, which is none. Because they're both blank white. We love a privateer, Jamie.
Yeah, absolutely.
But after that, pretty spread field. We got Joe Grimmer, Adrian Kramer, Josh Nightingale, Alex Sandberg, Vota Butta, Shane Fodado, and Jonathan Venter in the pits, and not much going on in the back here. We'll just stick with this because looks like old Dorso, he's having a crack. He knows he needs to get past. Dawson is quick, and he knows he needs to get past that Audi. So we'll just watch that for a minute. He's still struggling with it.
Matty T feints to the inside down into turn 1 on Matt Dayton, gets that job done. If she can pull that thing up.
Yeah, nice work from Madison. Like we mentioned,
she was pretty deep, but she'll get it done.
She knows she's got the pace. Definitely got the pace. That's Dayton, and that is Dixon. That Dixon just putting pressure on the Honda there. Of Dayton there into there as well, just thinking he wanted a bit of that. That is also the love bug of the birthday boy, 43, the number 43 means Steve Cross. So
I'll tell you what, Matty T is moving forward, and the next bunch that she's going to catch, and I have no doubt she's going to catch them, is Vic Chan, Chaplin Chan, Nathan Henderson,
and then Jarko.
That battle has been going on for basically since the start of the race.
Because Hendo's right on Jarko's tail at the moment.
He is.
So
right on the
if she catches Henderson, she's on Jarko as well. So it's on. And look, we know she's got the pace. We've still got bloody 3/4 of an hour to go. You know, no, pretty well. So just looking in front of there.
She's catching fast. So Matty T's last lap around. So she was a 37.6, plays Vic's 37.1, but quicker than Henderson, quicker than so pretty similar pace. There's a couple of tenths in it either way.
Look at that group of cars in front of her, J-Man.
Yeah, and they're all battling.
That Vic Chan, Chaplin Chan, Nathan Henderson, Jarko, man, they're tight. They are tight together. So, that is Nathan Henderson off, J-Man.
What happened there?
And a very awkward re-entry. He's kept it pretty clean.
Yep.
But
he's going to lose 3 positions
he's gone
there.
Deep. We might just see if we can get a replay on that, J-Man.
Yep. First replay of the season.
Oh, no. Too short. Okay. Try that again. No. Okay. There you go. So, Nathan Henderson getting unstuck. Now behind Will Dixon and Matty T in front. So,
and Matty T not that far off the back of Vic Chan now. So this is a great comeback for Matty.
Hey, these guys are as close as they would be in a lap 1 scenario. That is just tight as. So, very close. Brandon Webley and Maverick.
Super close.
These two just keep flashing up on my Delta J, man. I get the red flags here. Maverick looks like he's starting to get a little bit serious, a little bit impatient. You can just see it from the body language just through that last complex of corners there. J, man, he can see Cooley moving away. Needs to keep up with that. Still only race 1 in 11 round series. Yeah,
absolutely.
But here he goes. Maverick on Webley makes it look easy, J, man.
He got it there.
Oh, mate, inside out braking 101. Fantastic job from Mav there.
An outside move. I tell you what.
Here we go.
It was Chaplin Chan
on Vic Chan.
No, it was on Yucko Venter, and it didn't come to fruition. And Vic Chan picked his pocket there.
So look at this. I knew we had to get back here, J-Man, because it was ramping up. Look at how tight this is.
This is the pack.
This is where the action is. Let's get out of the back of Matty T's car. Actually, let's get out of the helmet cam of Matty T. What's he got in front of her there? Chaplin Chan. That is the next.
Chan. Yeah,
That's the
and
next
she's got
target.
Will Dixon right behind her, who's gone with her since she made that pass
And you can just see on
Henderson
the, you can just see on the screen there. You can see that mirror up in the corner of the right-hand top corner of the screen there. You can see Dixon there, just giving it a heat, but you can see how close those three in front. That's Chan going wide, J-Man. You see the sparks coming out of that?
Yep. Bit of dust.
So tight stuff. That's actually Venter going seriously wide there as well. It's really made him awkward. It slowed them into this little final complex of corner.
And Dixon picks a pocket there because she was just looking at a move on Chaplin.
Oh, no.
And just got slightly off of line. Had to lift the throttle not to rotate
and
the Porsche.
and that's Henderson on the way back as well, J-Man.
Yep. Yeah, and Hendo's looking for a move. So look at Maddie here down at the turn one. The horsepower of the Lamborghini. The big brakes also. She goes
back. She goes down. She's gone too deep again.
There. She just run out of brakes there.
Oh, it's unfortunate. So we got Henderson on Dixon, on Chaplin. Oh, that is just all turned pear-shaped. There's a couple of guys just getting out of position there. Who we look? Vic Chan on Venter. Where's Venter gone, J-Man? He's taken off. He's just gone, I've had enough of this. You guys can... No, he's gone back.
No, he's gone backwards.
So
he's down on P12, so he's just in front of Matty now.
Oh, look, this battle at the front here has not stopped, J-Man. This has not stopped. Let's get out of the Honda of Matt Dayton, J-Man. Look at that train of cars.
And so that's Crossy in there as well.
That's Crossy, just tucked in behind him there. You can see him again, ladies and gentlemen, just in the top right-hand side of the screen. That's Crossland's.
Oh, Tinnis Venter with a 5-second penalty.
Oh, no.
And that will bring Gaz Eddy up into P4.
That
will be a 4.5-second margin there.
So, I don't know what happened there. It's something we've missed in that battle there, J-Man. For the live stewards to get onto it's not a standard track infringement penalty. So that is unfortunate for Tinnis Venter there. He will be kicking himself. So clearly there was some contact there, mate. Look, it is on.
Oh, they're all
hot.
running deep into turn one, these guys.
What track temps have we got here, J-Man? What are we looking at the moment? What are these guys trying to deal with?
We've dropped 2 degrees from the start of the race.
So we're down to about 16 degrees or something, aren't we?
The track is optimum. It has gone optimum, but with those track temps, expect the tyre pressures to not be in the window. So, I think it's a bit of a scary moment for the 333 car there coming down there because Chaplin Chan just about run out of brakes. So did Will Dixon.
Right.
They just need to ask Matty T about that.
Oh, well, she's been off twice this race already, I think. Look, this is epic. You can actually crawl down through the field here just quite a bit and just see the battles going. It's a little bit spread down the bottom of the pack here from about 15 down. But, yeah, so much going on. And now just look at the leaderboard, ladies and gentlemen. You can see the totem pole there. We've got a Tinnis Venter 5 second. We've got a Craig McConnell 5 second. We've got a Louis Vanderventer 35 second showing on our screen. I don't think any of these have been cleared. So they're just accumulating these times, J-Man. Whether it clears at the end of the race here as we look at Nick first. Tight. On the back of Sharko Venter, J-Man. Headlights ablaze. Night race. We love this stuff.
Funnily enough, if it is post-race that these times are applied, Tinnis Venter has now got himself 5.2 seconds ahead of Gaz Eddy. So, you can negate that.
It's come back.
Looking at that margin at the top, so we've got Chris Curley holding down 4.8 seconds over Maverick. Another 2.2 seconds to Brandon Webley there. And then Tinnis with that 5-second penalty hanging over our head. Are we back, bud?
Yes, as far as I can tell. Sorry, we might have just had a couple of technical issues there, but we're back. As we just see, that looked like Matty T and Nick Firth running down the inside of Jaco Venter into T1. Fantastic move. T-Fam looking like he wanted a little bit there. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, if the stream got a little bit fuzzy there. I think we're back live and running smooth as. A few technical issues. Thank you, brothers, there for just confirming that. But yeah, plenty going on. Hopefully we caught that little overtake there from Firthy and Matty T there on Jaco. Jaco just not looking comfy in that Porsche just at the moment, and he has got the likes of T-Fam in the what did they call it before? I was going to call it the Only Fan.
I think it was Butters. No. It was Butters that got it. Was the Fanmoji one?
The Fanmoji one, and Harrison Bello just tucked in behind there as well. So plenty going on, everybody. So don't go away. If the stream gets a bit fuzzy, still don't go away, because we won't be far away.
We can get a bit fuzzy.
Oh, we're always fuzzy. Jacob Wadsworth, look at this train of cars you can see on screen now. It's just two really good groups of cars. I think Matty T and Nick Firth, once they got past the Venter car, have really stretched their legs here. So now they're on Wadsworth as well. Wadsworth's car reminds me of Matty's T car a little bit. Very similar paint scheme, but with the big motul down the side.
Big motul on the side there. So distinguishable by that. So, but nonetheless, they are both going fast. So Wadsworth doing a great job. This is the guy that was fastest. He's just had an off there.
He has just run wide there a little bit.
Sorry, mate.
Okay, and it looks like he might be pulling up there, so I'm not sure what's going on there. He's just looking for a safe space. Very clever. Very nice work from Wadsworth there.
Smart heads-up driving.
Definitely. Nothing worse than an unsafe re-entry, man, and we'll just leave it right there. But Jacob Wadsworth, little mistake. We will get back to Worcester here, because he has got a little bit of temperature coming from Costas right at the moment. I think Costas in one of the Ferraris, J-Man, all over the 180B, Motul 180B there of Worcester. So, plenty going on there and plenty to play for. Even down here in 22nd and 23rd in this field, J-Man. Where are we? Where are those two boys? Worcester. They're both AM drivers.
They are.
Okay, so they're up amongst some of the Pro-Am boys. So
they
have got stuff to play for. So if you just want to look at the totem there again, guys, white drivers are your pro drivers. Grey drivers are your Pro-Am drivers.
Yep.
And then you've got the AM drivers in red. So always a little bit of a mix down the bottom, a little bit of a crossover, J-Man. These guys have got to stay focused and just remember who they're racing for their championship, don't they, mate?
Yep, and obviously they're not getting a great amount of airtime because there's a lot of battling going through the pack, but just a heads up on Chris Curley and Maverick. Trading times out there. Last lap around, Cooley on a 36.877. Plays Maverick on a 36.382.
Oh,
so
wow.
That gap is ebbing and flowing. We've seen it as low as 4.3 back out to 5.3 now. So
there's plenty going on.
Cooley's doing a great job of managing that margin out the front, but he needs to maintain those sort of as Cooley goes through with the 36.1, plays Mavs 36.9. So there you go. That is the difference between one lap to the next. But
some serious stuff, isn't it, J-Man? These guys, the likes of Cooley and Maverick, these guys don't muck around. You know, they're quick boys, and you know they play the long game really well, and they're quick. You know, so Yeah, definitely ones to watch out for as we just look out of the back of Harrison Bella's awesome sounding Lexus, J-Man.
Oh, isn't it? Where is Harrison sitting at the moment, position-wise?
In 14th, J-Man. So as we can just see actually the top end of the field starting to spread a little bit, and we're starting to get a little bit more battling going on in the, and we'll get back Kenneth Worcester again in the in the Motel 180B. It's like a beautiful car. He's still got Costa all over the back of him. I'm sure Costa's car. It is dark here. I'm sure that is a Ferrari. I think of
Yeah, you're right there, mate.
It is a Ferrari. Yes, it is.
Yep. Yeah, Costas Nicolas.
I will not try and pronounce his surname, J-Man, again.
That's all good, mate. He's out there. He's between. He is between. Who is that?
Turbo and Louis Van der Venter at the moment.
Yes,
those two boys. Yep. So doing a fantastic job. Actually, it looks like we're getting a bit of heat up here at the front with Harrison Bella and T-Fam, and behind there as we see McConnell down the inside there with contact. I think Aston Houston replay light this time. Let's have a look, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, and he's lost a few positions in that too.
Okay, so we've got it right. Craig McConnell, I think, just got a touch up there from Aston Hughes down into the first turn here. We've seen these boys running deep into this corner. Not only these guys, but a lot of the field. Here we go again. Bam, couple of acids, bit of contact. Who's that sneaks around the inside there? I think that is Worcester.
Yeah, I think it was.
Yep, in the Lamborghini. So nice work if you can get it. No, it wasn't actually. It was okay.
We've just been watching the progress of Vic Chan and Chaplin Chan just making good inroads on Gazzetti. Gazzetti was moving forward very, very quickly at the start of this race. However,
he was.
He is starting to be reined back in by the fast charging
Vic and Chaplin Chan.
Chaplin Chan, yeah.
Yeah, so nice work from these boys. Like, neither of them had a really good start there as we see who's that of.
Yeah, I did see that.
That was a white.
Second time I've seen it there.
Yeah, that was a white McLaren by the looks of it, J-Man. We're not going to go looking back for that little incident there. But yeah, Vic Chan, again, very high racing IQ from this gentleman. J-Man, and we're clearly seeing that from Chaplin and Gazzetti. So interesting to see Chaplin and Vic Chan
so I think that's
working together and moving forward. So
yeah, the car that you see was Uncle Joe.
Uncle Joe in the privateer McLaren, J-Man. So
yep.
Again, just a few of the guys making mistakes, going a little deep into one there, J-Man. Not getting their braking mark as good as they could be as we just start to see these guys.
Chan's under pressure here.
Chaplin all over him, but on the outside, will never make it live there, J-Man. Get the undercut. Here we go.
And look at Will Dixon. Look at Will Dixon trying to get in on this. So what that was is there was a lap car there that Vic Chan tried to go round, and he just got his timing wrong and had to get out of the throttle, and Chaplin was right there. But I tell you what, he's going to go on with it. Will Dixon wants a bit of this.
Oh, absolutely. Chaplin, Will Dixon's getting frustrated. He's thinking, Chaplin, get on it. He's runnable. Get on it. Let's get on. But you look, even with that lapped car, J-Man gave the boys plenty of room, didn't he? And did a fantastic job to get out of the road. But it just upsets these guys' timing, doesn't it? And it's just that little lapse in concentration, and it's on. You know, it just goes from, you know, like a couple of tenths to a couple of hundredths of a second. We've got a stop go for speeding in pit lane for car 714, J-Man. So somebody in pit lane.
That's Jaco Venter.
So Jaco.
Yep.
Oh, okay. So Jaco in the pit lane. That's interesting. No compulsory pit stop here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. 60-minute sprint race. No CPS. If the guys have made a mistake with their setups, either tyre or fuel, I mean, obviously there's nothing stopping them coming in. And no reason to stop other than track infringement drive-through. So just looking like our live race
Gooding's
control
found something in there, yep.
Is yeah, surely found something in there. So there you go, J-Man. Look, it's all new stuff. They're loving this new format, and look, it's already creating some ting-dong racing for us in round 1 here at Indianapolis tonight, J-Man.
Yeah, so not sure what happened to Matty T again, but Matty T dropped back to 17th again, so it's been a night of mixed emotions for Matty up and down the field there. Obviously started on the front row with that great lap, and then yeah, just had some brake issues there, so yeah, might have to look into the braking issues of that newfound car that she's driving in the Lamborghini.
Need some of bloody Crossy's NASA pads.
NASA pads,
remember the NASA pads?
Oh, they were good pads. Nonetheless, she's yeah, clearly showing the pace to be able to go back and forth. Crossy, I'll say, is doing a great job. He is second in class for Pro-Am currently in P11. First in class for that class is Will Dixon, who is up there battling with some serious pros and put pressure on them too. So
absolutely.
Yeah, so obviously class honours at the moment as we look to embark on the final 23.5 minutes is Chris Curley over Maverick over Brandon Webley for the podium as it stands right now, and then we do have Will Dixon, Steve Crossland and Nick Firth for the podium for the Pro-Am, and then we shall jump down the list a little bit, and we have got Mark Turbot in 22nd for class honours for AMS at the moment over Louis van der Venter, who has got a 35-second penalty looming over his head over Wayne Rogers. So they are your provisional standings as we run right now. Now, looking at that, I was going to mention earlier I'd been watching the progress of Chaplin Chan and Vic Chan making inroads into Gaz Eddy, and they had got it down to 1.2 seconds. However, after that little bit of a rhythm upset there around the lap car, it is broken out to 3.1 seconds. So
there's a lot of work.
That's all it takes.
That's a lot of work to do, isn't it, J-Man?
Yeah, it's easy to lose, not hard to gain it. No, so yeah, not easy to gain it. So
so as we just pick up on this little foursome, actually, it is Jacob Wordsworth, T-Fab, Aston Hughes and Matty T. They don't look awfully close together, but this is going to ramp up. We've seen T-Fab right up underneath the wing of the Lamborghini of Wordsworth. And I just feel that Aston Hughes and Matty T are on their way. And as the longer these guys battle, the closer. Now, we saw T-Fam come down the inside here on the last lap. Wadsworth had nothing of it and contested it all the way through and held his position.
He did.
T-Fam was way too far back this time. But you can just see those two, Aston and Madison, just starting to range up. That is Gunther Rowe, actually. If you just look a little bit further back there.
Oh, there was a move there.
There's T-Fam. And who's that? Aston's in there as well.
Yep, so that was T-Fam down the inside there of Aston Hughes, I believe.
Yes, that was. And it looked like... no, it's T-Fam down the inside of Wadsworth.
Sorry, it was Wadsworth. Yep. The Motul, Yep. The Motul Lamborghini. Okay, so Maddie T is... Okay, so she's... Okay, so it's Gunther Rowe is right in there as well with Craig McConnell. Off the back there, but Hughesy and both McConnell got a 10-second and 5-second penalty apiece. So no real threat there for Gunther as long as he keeps his nose clean.
And we can see, actually, if you just do look at the totem again, ladies and gentlemen, the Nortec totem there. You can see some of the boys have actually cleared their times there and come into the pits and done a stop-go. So still some of them still outstanding. So, you know, like that's their personal choice whether to come in or I suspect take that penalty at race end, J-Man. But mid-pack here is running hot. And we're looking at Aston Hughes at the moment in an Aston, aptly, and doing a fantastic job. Craig McConnell just tucked in behind him there. But the battle that ensues just in front Wadsworth and Matty T and T-Fam is pretty well where it's at, and it's like 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th. So very tight battle here in this smack bang in the middle of this pack, J-Man.
Very much so, and yeah, just, you know, the fatigue will be starting to set in. I know it's only a 60, but these guys are at it. As we just see Crossy just had a look down the inside of Matt Dayton into turn one and just had to open the steering up and think better of it, but he lost all that margin. So it's all it takes, you know. It's all a timing issue around here.
It is. There's only a couple of opportunities, J-Man, and you really do need to take advantage at the correct time, don't you? And you know, look, and all going well, make it stick, make it happen at the right time. So Nick Firth getting a bit of temperature from one of the Lamborghinis.
That'd be Nathan Henderson. No, he's out up the road.
I don't think that's Bello either. So he's out of position. That other car there. Harrison's in the Lexus a little bit further down, and then T-Fam and that other group of cars that we cannot get our eyes off at the moment. Also Costa and right in amongst it with Worcester, and is that Turbo behind him, or is that
It is.
No, who's that behind him? That's the white Lamborghini of Pete Dawson.
Pete Dawson's behind. Yeah, he's behind too, right?
So we got Turbo, Costa, and Pete Dawson. So that's a little ding-dong going on there. Dawson, again, trying to recover from a poor start, really, J-Man, to round one here at Indy for Rain Light Racing. So, yes, big field, plenty of racing going on.
So Crossland does round up Matt Dayton for P10.
Oh, nice work. Does that just happen, J-Man?
Relatively, yeah. You probably missed it on the replay, but I think it was I think it was a move down the back chicane before the finish.
That little last complex there. So nice work from Crossy. Really trying to work over the Honda there of Dayton, and finally passed on his birthday in the love bug. Steve Crossland, happy birthday again, my friend, and hope you're having a fun race. J-Man, plenty going on. What's going on at the point? And where's Chris Curley? Let's give this man a little bit of airtime as he just starts to get around and cautiously
rounds up Uncle Joe.
Past a little bit of lap traffic there in Uncle Joe. Maverick also not that far behind, but still a fair chunk of space between him and Curly, J-Man.
It's been a managed 5-point-something seconds for a while, mate. So, Webley doing a great job, but he's quite some margin behind these boys. I think last time I looked, it was 10 or so seconds. So what's it come up as 11.9, followed by Tinnis. Got that 5-second penalty hanging over him.
He has in the Nortec Porsche there, J-Man. Unfortunately, not quite sure what the penalty's for, but we'll hear more about that later in the debrief, no doubt, J-Man. But still, look, doing a stellar job. Doesn't look like he's putting a foot wrong. Cars are solid all night, so...
He's pulled nearly 11 seconds on Gazzetti, so there's no threat there. However, Gazzetti is going to be coming under pressure from Vic Chan shortly, because that margin I mentioned was 3.1.
Yeah.
It's down to 1.4.
Again,
then,
that we saw it at 1.4, didn't we, earlier?
Well, we saw it at 1.2 earlier, so...
So
yes,
this is going to ramp up easily. Look, we've got a little over 15 minutes to go in this race yet. And hasn't it gone quickly, J-Man? Oh, my. 60-minute sprint race here. No compulsory pit stops. Gaz will be watching his data and his mirror by now. That is Vic and Chaplin Chan coming for him. Will Dixon not too far behind, J-Man.
Yeah, I think a great drive so far from Will Dixon. He's been amongst it all night. I mean, he's going to walk out of this irrespective of his whatever position he finishes in. But remembering he is class leading at the moment. He is number one in class for Pro-Am, so he's doing a great job. And he's had battles with the likes of Chaplin and Vic and Matty T and mate Nathan Henderson, I think, rings a bell. I think he battled with him as well. So he's had a great night with 14 and a half minutes to go. Yeah. Speaking of Nathan Henderson, he is the next cab off the rank in P9, but he has got the birthday boy and the love bug coming up behind him in P10 with not a lot of margin between those two there. So just under a second between P9 and P10. And then next guy there is Matt Dayton, P11. Another second and a half off, and then Firthy in there as well, P12. Harrison Bella in there, P13. T-Fam, 14th. Matty T, 15th.
We've got cams on Bella and T-Fam at the moment. T-Fam. Just rounding up a back marker there and heading down the start-finish straight and into one. T-Fam looked like he might have wanted to give that a nudge there, but the lap car, he just smartly moved over. Flames licking from the side of the Lexus, J-Man. I don't expect this battle to go away anytime soon. T-Fam looking pretty speedy and will no doubt want to get past Bella and get that 13th spot. Oh, here we go. Ooh.
Had a look there, but diminishing returns there. But can he keep there and look for a switchback?
Did he just fake him deep there, though, J-Man? And here we go, on the outside. Can he make it live there?
Oh, he's have rights to the next corner if he can. He's got it done already.
Oh.
Matty T had the best seat in the house to watch that.
What a fantastic effort there. As again, the Lexus flicks flames from the side of the car. Beautiful sounding car. The old Shanghai taxi there, the Lexus.
And Chan got that down to around about 0.8 of a second on Gazzetti, so that's going to heat up within the next lap.
I would expect so. Jay. We've got to have a look at this Nathan Henderson, Steve Crossland battle. You did call this.
Yep.
Once Crossy got past Matt Dayton there.
Oh, here he goes. Down to one. Oh, now Nathan Henderson just outbraked himself.
Oh, we saw Henderson go deep earlier, J-Man there. And now he's
vulnerable to Matt.
Oh, he's definitely vulnerable to Matt. Matt really working the steering on that Honda. You can just see it there, the opposite lock, and really pushing the limits there. He really wanted to get amongst that little faux pas there from Henderson, but not able to make any advantage of it. But nice work from Crossy into the top, nicely into the top 10 in position 9th at the moment, J-Man. We've got to get to this Bella. Sorry, J-Man. Bella, that is... Oh, Bella going deep. That is actually Matty T down on the inside as well.
Yeah,
that is Gunther Rowe. So, Bella.
Late changes in positions.
Oh, Bella's struggling, J-Man.
11.5 to go. Yeah.
That car's not looking happy.
And it's the first time in at least the last 10, 15 minutes that I've seen any sort of gains being made at the top of the field too by Maverick over Chris Curley's got that margin down to 3.2 seconds. So
the race has really been in this med pack, hasn't it, J-Man? Right in the middle of the field. These guys, and we love mid-pack racing, J-Man. It's just so passionate. You get that crossover from the Pro-Ams and the Ams and a couple of the bloody pro stragglers down there as well. And it's just such an epic battle. and it has not failed to deliver tonight. It is still going on. We've got over 10 minutes to go.
On the back of
Gazzetti, and now this is going to ramp up. Chan, like we talked about, massive racing IQ. This guy is very clever. He has really not had the quickest car by the looks of it all night, has he, J-Man? But he's just slowly worked and chipped away, getting some gains on Chaplin, and got a little bit of breathing space. Now, can he attack Gazzetti?
Big burst of flames down the under brakes into
we love
the
it.
left-hander. Yeah, he's right there. So he was very close at the start of this lap. So obviously might look at that turn one as an opportunity.
Gaz's pace is nothing to be proud at, mate. You know, like to just keep that car where it's been all race. Like we're under 10 minutes now, mate. He has been smack bang right in the middle of this this race all night, and only now has Chan started to get a bit of a gain on him.
As is Maverick. I've just seen Maverick post the fast lap just then on a 36.3 as well. So
so where's Innes in all this?
He's just sitting out there on his lonesome.
He's in a gap,
3 seconds
isn't he?
behind Webley, and he was a good 13 seconds ahead of this battle we're seeing on track between Gazzetti and Vic Chan.
Yeah. So no, and okay. So he's looks like that's Zarco's car that's out of position right in front of him as well. So he got a bit of a free kick there, and just sneak past and start, continue on his, like his way towards Webley. But look, the time is winding down, J-Man. I don't think Tinnis has got Webley's pace. The top three is looking pretty static at the moment. I would expect we would see that land pretty well where it is at the moment. We will get back down the field here because that's another story altogether. This could go anywhere. We're looking at Gunther Road, J-Man.
Yep.
Right in amongst it with Aston Hughes. Aston probably lost a little bit there with the interaction with Matty TT Pham and Harrison Bella, and now trying to make some gains back on the old 180B, the old Datto, mate. Who's that just tucked in behind him? That's Wadsworth. Wadsworth has done a fantastic job tonight as well, J-Man. Just hanging in there in 18th. And 18th, we say 18th, it sounds like a long way down the field, but it's not. This is a massive field. That is only halfway through it. And that is some effort in such a quick pack of cars, J-Man.
Oh, very much. And Ashton has been further up the field tonight. He's just, like so many in this field's been made the grass a couple of times or run out of brakes since turn one. And but look, he's just made that position there up to P17. So go the Datto.
Go the Datto. Thanks again for all that are viewing us live tonight. Obviously, this first round here at Indianapolis at Rain Light Racing was brought to you by Nortec, T-Rec 31, Titanium Digital Solutions, True to Life Racing, and Crossy 43. Please click the subscribe button. Please like us. Our little algorithms love that stuff. And obviously put your notifications on so you know when we're streaming, guys. Feel free to comment in the chat box there, guys. It's been a bit quiet lately. What's going on? Who are you rooting for?
1.5 seconds
guys.
to the lead of this race from Cooley over Maverick. I tell you what, Maverick's on a mission late the P. 6.5 minutes to go.
Yep, Gazzetti too, and Vic Chan. They're just coming up on some lap traffic here, Jamie. They're trying to get out of the way. And Vic and Chaplin. Chaplin actually back on the back of Vic's car, J-Man. So he'll have something to think about other than the back of Gaz's car. So he'll be distracted a little bit. That, if you just look back there a little bit, that is Will Dixon still.
He's hanging in there.
Behind there. And was that...
And then Crossy's back behind there.
Just in there as well. So looking pretty tidy. that is Nathan. He's in position as well. So there is a green car just out of position there a little bit on your stream there, guy. But the Vic Chan, Gaz Eddie, and is it Vic, Chaplin, and Gaz? That's the battle.
See this line here where Gaz Eddie goes out wide and he comes back. I tell you what, if Chan can be close enough there, if he can be close enough, he'll take that away.
You know he will. You know he will. Look, we've got another battle. Like we mentioned, 16, 17, smack bang in the middle of the field here. We cannot leave this alone. Look at this. These 4 cars bunching together as we suspected, J-Man.
Yep,
that's
so this is Gunther, Ashton Hughes, Jacob Wadsworth.
And that's Bella actually
Harrison Bella in there.
Yep, so it looks like Bella's gone back a position from where we're looking at the moment. Because he's just tucked in behind Gunther Rose, so my data hasn't updated yet. So Bella now behind, so there was a little bit of a passing move there in the first half of that lap, J-Man.
Yep.
But look, we knew this was going to ramp up. Like we said, you know, if we got 35 cars on track, this is smack bang in the middle of the field. You know, the good racing's not always at the top, is it, J-Man?
Not always, but I tell you what, it is heating up there with a 1.3 second margin for first and second.
I've got to get up here again, and we've got to get back to Gaz Eddie. Here we go, Gaz Eddie and Vic Chan side by side. We've got Chaplin, Chan.
And he's going to
here we go, Vic Chan's going to pick him. Oh! J-Man. Vic Chan off!
And I tell you what, here comes Will Dixon. Will Dixon down the inside, and he's going to split the 2 there.
So
close. Quality bit of steering from all of those guys there.
We're just going to get a quick replay. Just here we go, just quickly.
Vic's just grabbed Will Dixon there, he's just rotated him.
Okay.
Quick redress.
Quick replay on this. We can see as Vic Chan wrestling with Gaz Eddie.
And Crossy's rubbing his hands together too.
Oh, I'm sure he is. And we just see in the aftermath of that little faux pas from Vic Chan, and they get tangled up in amongst one of the lap cars here, just in this replay, J-Man, and Dixon around. So, mate, didn't that escalate quickly? Look, we could see it coming. We know, we've seen it enough times in the past. Like you said, Steve Crossan rubbing his hands together in 8th position, J-Man. And now around Vic Chan. Is that Vic Chan pulling over? We've got Will Dixon deep into 1. And coming back on track. It's all happening.
Oh, not sure what happened to Chan there, but he's gone a long way back.
Yeah, Chan pulled over. I don't know whether he's looking to try and redress something there, J-Man. Pulled over just before the final complex, that little final chicane there.
Chaplin Chan has done great out of that. He's currently got that P5 spot that Gaz Eddie held for so much of this race.
Yep. And guess what? You have been calling it. But Chris Curley and Maverick are getting very close. But look, we only have a little under 2.5 minutes to go, ladies and gentlemen. This isn't going to happen, but it is close.
It's 0.9. It's 0.9 into this next lap.
That's Dawson's privateer Lamborghini. You can just see there. It's had a tough start to the race. Just tangled up there as a lap car. But look at how close this is. Right at the end. Curley knows he's got Mav's measure. He can hold that. What is it? 0.9, J-Man.
There's lap traffic in front. It's 0.76.
Oh, no. And there is traffic in front. It's all happening. 150. They got 2 laps.
Oh, mate.
They got 2 laps, J-Man. This is on.
Maverick won't.
Curley.
Pretty untidy from 2. And Mav's got him rattled. Mav has got him rattled.
Mav's a little untidy out of the right-hander there. J-Man just looking out of the back of Curley's car. Fucking sparks are flying. Excuse my language. But it's all happening.
Pretty exciting stuff.
Nice work. We expected these guys to race the whole race. It's taken pretty well 60 minutes
to
for
get
Mav
on.
To just drag that gap in, J-Man, and he is on it. He knows he's got the pace. Does he have the time? I doubt it. These guys are going to do one more lap after this, I would suspect. because they
It's
run
going to be a
across the line.
mistake or a big move somewhere.
Ooh, Cooley, he will be looking and focusing, trying to stay away from that mirror.
Half a second in it after 60 minutes.
Half a second as they just drop into this fine little, it's a funny little flip-flop chicane as they drop off the banked track, off the main track. Just do this bit of a chicane thing. It's a very big open chicane, and then back out onto the banking and across the start-finish line. More lap traffic, J-Man. More lap traffic. Will these boys get out of the road? I would expect they could see these guys coming into T1. We've seen mistakes down here. Not from these two, J-Man.
Well out of it.
Turbo's just like, no, thank you very much, boys. It's all yours. Mav! All over it.
You don't even need to call the margin now. You can see how close it is.
Oh, mate, we can hardly read the number plate on the front of this Lambo. It's that far up under the wing of Cooley's Aston here. Sparks are flying once again. J-Man, what a cracking finish to this race.
It's going to go down to the wire between these two boys, and we'll be able to pick back up on the battles for the rest of the field as the lap commences, because there is some going on. I can tell you, mate. Matty T is on T-Fam. There's lots going on everywhere, but we'll stick with this for the minute.
So, look, for round 1 here at Indianapolis for Rainlight Racing's GT3 Season 5, mate, you could not have written this script. This is exactly the way we would think it to run down again to the wire. Thanks Nortec, thanks Trek 31, Titanium Digital Solutions, True to Life Racing, Crossy 43, as the boys wind down. Look at how close this is, ladies and gentlemen.
Is there anywhere? He's only got this phase of corners to do it. They're going to come out of turn 14. He's really close. Can he get a good line out of here, get underneath the wing? It's not that long a run down to the line. Cooley has got this done. It is going to be a photo finish, but that is it.
Amazing.
0.328 for the margin over Maverick, and then Brandon Webley will be the next guy.
And they're like in another postcode nearly. 3rd position, Webley. We'll have him up in the hot box here in a moment, ladies and gentlemen, but these guys are so quick up the pointy end. Nice work from Webley in 3rd.
And then
Dennis Venter across with a little bit of a 5-second penalty hanging over his head. He'll deal with that after the Chaplin Chan. Well. Who would have thought Chaplin Chan passed Gaz Eddie? J-Man, we might have missed some stuff. There was so much going on at the front.
Early on. He got it at that phase when Vic Chan went off. Yeah,
Gaz and Crossland, J-Man into 7.
P7. So he is your first Pro-Am across the line, so that's a great job.
Awesome work. Nathan Henderson, Will Dixon, and Nick Firth rounding out the top 10. Vic Chan in 11. Matt Dayton in 12. T-Fam in that fantastic looking McLaren. I love that thing, T-Fam. Good on you, brother. Matty T, tough race in 14th. J. And Gunther Rowe coming across in 15th with a gaggle of cars. Look at this. Jacob Wedgworth, Harrison Bell, Aston Hughes, and Craig McConnell. Who we got after that, J-Man?
We have got Costas, and then we have got Mark Turbot, Kenneth Worcester, Pete Dawson, Pete Dawson, Shane Fodado, P24, because obviously penalties post-race. Wayne Rogers, Louis Van der Venter, Wally Baker, followed by Adrian Kramer, Greg Brock, Josh Nightingale, Alex Zandberg, followed by Jaco Venter, Vota Bota, Uncle Joe Grimmer, and Jonathan Venter. Obviously, I think times and stuff have probably been sorted out now by the look of what I'm seeing on my data. So, yeah, very, very good race. First cab out, mate. Just impressive. The driving, as you mentioned, through the mid-pack, I mean, obviously exceptional up the top. They're super fast, but the driving through the mid-pack as well, just phenomenal. Thanks for your support, especially yourself, my brothers. You are a legend jumping in and chatting. We do appreciate it. Well done. Freaking 10th is a bloody awesome effort there, Firthy, for someone who wasn't feeling the grip early, mate. Well done. But huge shout out, Chris Curley, Maverick, and Brandon Webley.
Yes.
That is amazing. Obviously, class honours for Cooley, class honours for Crossy, class honours for Mark Turbo. They are your Pro, Pro-Am and Am category winners. Congratulations to those guys. We will be live interviewing the podium for the Pro class.
We will. And like you mentioned, we do thank everybody that's stuck around this far. If you just hang around a little bit longer, you can hear some driver interviews. Obviously my brothers and Aaron Henderson and a Venter I see snuck in there as well, and Phil Antoon. Look, we really appreciate it, guys. Like I said, like, subscribe, turn your notifications on. Let's get into some driver interviews. J-Man, who have we got? First cab off the rank.
Yeah, so coming home in a solid but probably a little lonely by his standards is Brandon Webley. You got us on comms?
Yo, how you going?
Mate, you just out there, got it done. P3, race 1, a phenomenal lap at the start of this race, mate. We're a little confused as to it gave us on the data that Maddie got that one, but nonetheless, it was equal times, mate. Tell us how that race played out for you.
Oh, well, it was going good for the first 15 minutes, but then my tyres started getting a bit low on the pressure. So, I was just like trying not to bin it, basically, and just focusing and trying my hardest. But
sounds like lots of concentration.
Yeah, some incredible speed out there tonight, though, Brandon, in that Lambo, mate. Obviously, as you mentioned, the track started out around that 18 degrees, fell away to about 15, I think was the last time I saw it. So, had you factored in the 7 p.m. start prior to this? Had you factored in tyre pressures around that?
Not at all. I was actually guessing the temperature was going to go up. So
okay. Nonetheless, mate. Like, I mean, I saw at the back end that you had. I think it was tennis relatively close, but you would have been aware of his 5-second penalty pending, so no real threat there for third.
Yeah, he was catching me like quite a lot during the middle of the race, but then I think his tyres also went off. So then it was at the end I started like the gap just sort of stayed the same, so I could relax with it. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, look, a stellar job on the quali first off, and then once again backed it up with a really impressive drive. 60 minutes, so obviously sprint round went incredibly quick for us. I'm pretty sure it probably would have gone maybe a little slower for you because you didn't have a lot of company with you, but nonetheless, mate, an outstanding drive.
I love this track, so it didn't seem too bad to me.
Oh, yeah. That's probably handy to love a track when you had a car that wasn't quite right. So,
yeah,
you did well. You did well. You didn't come up in a radar too much until towards the end there, but nice effort, mate, and outstanding qualifying to equal top there, mate.
Thanks for doing the streams.
Yeah, look, it's a pleasure, and we hope to hear your voice again in our in the hot box here, brother. So we'll be keeping a close eye on you.
Yeah, good luck getting to sleep at night tonight after that adrenaline rush that you probably just had there anyway, Brandon. But congratulations, mate, and look forward to seeing what you bring next week.
Sweet. Cheers, guys. Thanks,
Brandon.
Cheers, mate. Yep. All right, so there you go. That was Brandon Webley for third position there.
Yes, definitely, Brandon. And Brandon, no stranger to the comms box. He's been up here before. But, nice work from him in a tough field, Jamie.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep. Super tough. So we'll bring in the next guy. And, this guy really just saved it all to the end. You got us on comms, Mav?
Good evening, boys. How are you going?
Hey, mate, good to hear your dulcet tones again, once again this season, mate.
I am covered in sweat.
Yeah.
Don't stop it.
No, it's got a mental block going on there, but nonetheless, we'll talk about your racing. Hey, Nav, talk to us about the start of that race. It was obviously pretty intense at the start and plenty of battling going. So from the opening laps, how did you see that play out for yourself?
It was a bit of a 2-2, I think, and I think I was side by side with Curly at turn 2, I think it was.
Yep.
It was just mayhem. Everyone was just crisscrossing and I didn't know where to go, but I thought, yeah, I'm in it for the long run. I
Yeah.
was hoping somebody would take each other out, but no, they were
Nah,
actually pretty good.
no, they just all sort of bounced around each other, and
Yeah,
there was a whole bunch of changing of positions because it was pretty hectic there. Those first few corners, it's hard to keep up with it on the
yeah,
camera. So, yeah, it was just you just sort of got to pick your way through it, don't you, mate? And it's luck has got a lot to do with it, hasn't it?
oh, a little bit. I think Maddie outbroke herself at
Yep.
one of the turns and
Yeah,
went straight off, and then then it was two, and Webley was doing really well. He had all the right exit points,
yep,
and Cooley got him, I think, quite rather quickly after two
yep,
laps or
yep,
something like that. And then I was stuck behind him.
yep.
I think that Lambo wasn't that quick down the straight, surprisingly.
When you got it done, it looked easy. I'll say that much. Like if you see the stream back, once you actually got the move done, it looked easy. And
I was a bit fed
and
up by then. That's probably why I just sent it.
yeah, and you made it stick. However, like really surprising, mate. And I'm going to bring it up is the fact that it sat there at that 4.8 to 5.3 for such a long time, and you got to the back end, and you closed that margin down. And I was watching the numbers, and like Curly was still going quick, but you were just piecing it together, and like just. Mate, we've got to thank you for such an exciting finish to that race. To come down to the last 3 minutes and then you just turn the wick up and do that. It was a phenomenal bit of driving, and it was I don't know whether I mean we saw Cooley with 2 laps to go pick up a little bit of curb out of turn 2, sparks and a bit of a bounce, and I thought, you know what, I think he's starting to get panicked by Mav in the mirrors there. So it was
Yeah, it
pretty
was good fun.
entertaining.
Yeah, it was good fun chasing him down. So Webley gave me a good task ahead. So
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
Cooley did well. I don't think he made very few mistakes and kept it together. And the back markers were a little bit tricky at times, but it all worked out pretty good.
Yeah, the
Yep.
left-right sort of flow of those chicane areas really compromised you guys at times when you caught lap traffic with the pace difference, where you were having to lift and then pick it up. We could see that would cost you maybe a second or a second and a half in a lap, and it was a little bit of ebb and flow. But talk to us about, the awareness. Were you aware that the race was 7 p.m. and did you set tyre pressures accordingly going into
Nah,
that
not
one, Mav?
really.
No?
Nah, I just thought I didn't check the time, but
Sack your engineer, mate.
yeah, I just pumped up the tires anyway because I knew I was going to get a slow puncher on the front right and the front left, and I did.
Just nicking the
So
curbs.
yeah, just making them, and I think it was the same thing for everybody,
Oh, yeah.
more or
So how
less.
much pressure loss did you see?
About 2.
Okay.
Yeah, I kind of backed off the curbs a little bit halfway through the race because I lost 1 and a bit in the first 15 laps or 10 laps. I think that's because I was behind Cooley and I'm not behind Webley, and I was just trying to
Pushing.
find the right angle, and
Yeah.
push. But no, I didn't really set it up and it was night race, was just doing my head in.
Yeah.
My eyes were just like couldn't see the track.
Hey, well, mate, it was all good looking from here. Obviously, we got the
Yeah.
luxury of cameras and lighting and stuff up here, and love
And a
love the
beer
new paint work.
fridge.
Yeah, and a beer fridge.
Beer
Love
fridge.
the new paint scheme, mate.
Snacks.
It's looking good, and mate, I tell you what, that's round 1 done,
Oh,
and
Yeah, it's going to be a good season, this one. I
it's
mate.
think.
going to be big. It's going to be
Mate,
big, mate.
what an epic start. So, yeah, we're looking forward to it. We'll have our eyes on you, as you always, Mav. So, glad to have you back in the comms box again for the first round, my friend.
Thanks, fellas. Really,
hopefully-
really appreciate the commentary.
Oh,
well,
mate, we love it.
you haven't listened back to it yet, so.
Yeah.
Oh, it's always good.
Yeah, look, we love it,
too
mate,
kind.
and you guys put on a great show, which creates the entertainment. So yeah, no issues there for us to bring out the good stuff. So congratulations, Mav, on P2 round 1 here, season 5, 2024.
Thank you. Thanks,
Cheers,
Ellis.
mate.
Thanks,
All
Mav.
right, so there you go. That is Mav. Where is Mr. Chris Cooley? I gotta find.
He's always
Okay.
hard to find.
He's always hard to find. Where is Cooley?
Mr.
Crossy, where is he? Where is he, Crossy? Send him my way.
Okay. Curly's a work in progress, ladies and gentlemen. Look, but again, we've got to thank the people that make this stuff happen. And look, we'll start right back from Crossy 43 for creating this awesome community, super popular. Rainlight Racing, round 1 for 2024, and it was brought to you by Nortec. We didn't get much into what Nortec is tonight. We got plenty of time for that. Quality New Zealand engineering, building, motion sims. That's where you want to be. Next week,
that's just one of their
many
products. Attributes.
Yep. Next week, no doubt, we'll get some live feedback, I think, from Tinnis Eventer, who will be actually running in one of those motion sims. We've also got to thank Trek31, YouTuber, new to YouTube, making some quality content. Go and check his stuff. The links will be in the description, I hope. If they're not, we'll make that happen. Also, the regulars titanium digital solution, obviously true to life racing. And again, Crossy 43, do we have Curly, my friend J-Man?
No, I don't think we do. But however, I am going to just a quick spiel on Chris Curley. He went out there in that 27 Aston Martin and absolutely put on a clinic for around 59 minutes until Mav got to him, but nonetheless he held on and did the job. Just an absolute stellar drive from Chris. We've come to see the pace of that car, and I do believe he did make the fastest lap of the race. No threat there. Was, I think, a 35.7 at one point I did see. So congratulations to you, Mr. Curley, if you do see this back, and I'm pretty sure everyone will be giving you a little golf clap on your efforts tonight, and you're well on the radar of all those bastards out there that are challenging for that top spot in the pro class. So
absolutely. I think, and who was fourth? Chaplin Chan. Top effort from him, with fighting with obviously Vic Chan. You know, consummate performer, and what was the other Porsche? Sorry, J-Man.
So Tinnis was in there just behind him as well. Carried that 5-second penalty hovering over his head, and we've actually got Tinnis on comms. You got us on comms, Tinnis?
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Good, mate. Hey, while we've got you here, before we wrap this show up, just give us a little insight. Obviously, a new introduction this season is the live stewarding. We saw you carry a 5-second penalty for the better part of that race. Can you give us some insight of what happened there and how that all works?
Yeah, so myself and Gas were having a quite little fun battle at the beginning of the race.
Yes, that's right. That's the name I was thinking of.
I was trying to dive for the inside for the corner after the back straight, but I think I just misjudged it a little bit. No, it's fine. It's what it is.
Yeah, it's racing.
I'll take the fall for it. I apologized. He's happy with it. He acknowledged that his tires were running out at that point of the race, so he wasn't going to hold me back anyway for much longer. So
talk to us about that. Do you have the ability in the race to go and take that 5-second penalty? It's not worth it given the time it takes to trundle pit lane.
So it gets added to the race time at the end. So it's not like we have to take it during the race. It just gets added to the race time at the end. So
awesome.
Very, very good. Now, so obviously new to us and new to you guys, and interesting to see how that works. So we'll roll with it as we go throughout the season. And
definitely, and thank you, Tinnis, for just the insights, mate. We noticed that you were driving the officially sponsored Nortec car tonight. Do you have the new rig yet, my friend? We were sort of spooking them all night, and we knew it was either going to be this week or next week. What's going on?
Yeah, so from my understanding, the final parts arrived today. So tomorrow is public holiday in New Zealand.
Lovely.
I'm sure the guys know.
I didn't tell them.
No. Yeah, so hopefully, fingers crossed, by next week. This time next week, I'll have it. Worst case scenario, I'm thinking Tuesday, Wednesday next week. So It's just around the corner, but I'm looking so forward to rocking that simulator
mate,
on stream. So that's gonna be epic.
Yeah, look, mate, and we're looking forward to it as well, Tennis. Yeah, J-Man, we're going to wrap this stuff up.
Yeah,
Thanks a lot, guys. How was that race for you? Was it good? Did you guys enjoy it?
It's good.
Oh, it's absolutely incredible, and we'll probably just give our sponsors one last shout out and get this thing wrapped up so we can catch up with you boys and have a little bit of a debrief of our own with you boys. And so perhaps starting from the top, we do have to thank our good friends and partners.
Yes, again, Nortec, Trek 31 and Titanium Digital Solutions, True to Life Racing, of course, and Crossy 43, J-Man and Tinnis. We're going to wrap it right up right there. We will mention our Patreons as well, Steve Costlin, Josh Nightingale, Uncle Joe, Louis Vanderventer, Brandon Foster, Nick Firth, Dennis Venter again, who is in the room. But that is a wrap for tonight. We can't wait to let here at Rain Light Racing for the second round in the GT3 Series Season 5. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for joining us again. See you all next week.
Thanks, David. See ya.